Welcome everyone. We should be live also. So yeah, some more live work obviously. All right, I could actually use that. Today's topic, I accidentally clicked on update on Xcode on my main Mac, Retina MacBook Pro from 6 years ago, because cheapskate and not giving Apple much more money. And I totally forgot that this removes Subversion as per previous video that was so successful when we did this live on an ARM Mac. I hope we're live. So let's use the chance, not only test 5 Mbit streaming here at this business hours where less neighbors watch Netflix and Amazon Prime Video and Apple TV, whatnot. So this is the, also no Subversion anymore because, hello, Subversion, Mac? it's macOS, it could take 5 seconds. All right, probably flushing the massive I/O amount there to flash storage because it's 2020 and it's old Mach kernel with BSD. Anyway, so this is the tar from, it's always slow. So all you get is fail to locate SVN. Subversion command tools are no longer provided by Xcode. Thank you very much so much to accidentally update. Sure enough, latest Xcode, it's like, no Subversion anymore. So let's continue that here a little bit. I hope this time doesn't take as long as on the ARM Mac. So basically, didn't really want to do that now, but here we are. Config. Probably this, not only was the video relatively successful, this time it's that on my aging Mac. And optimization, what was the, x86, 64 maybe. And as the video was so successful, maybe we actually should make this an official feature sometime soon. So what was so the problem is we need some prerequisites. So actually maybe we make this so we need to manually once build just probably this thing. This is super annoying. Actually, do we are right? This is, so this would be some, as I said in the previous videos, this would be some bootstrap thing of maybe let's this time make this slightly less time consuming of what was it? Not sure. Package set standard. The bootstrap could be something as you have seen at other projects. Often they YOLO some stuff quickly. Why does somehow POS1 and stuff doesn't work? This is secure shell on a Mac, obviously. Export, we use this Alacrity thing, so I'm not sure. RxVT color maybe. So this is a shitty experience. 2020. This is hilarious. Anyway, we wanted to, because it's a little bit, does this, Mac, what are you expecting from company operating out of their startup garage? Anyway, so we need curl. So again, probably I need to configure this Alacrity thing to not support URL clicking thing. Usually I don't want that. How can, wait a second, what's this? How can this console stuff be so messed up? That is hilarious. Let's also do the other stuff. So this was GNU.org, I think. And then also, was it maybe, it was SED because the BSD SED obviously not, what can this, GNU.org, why is this so slow? How many drop frames? 0 drop frames. Why, what is it doing? Wait a second, maybe we also should no POS1, and maybe we need location stuff. Or actually, wait a second, this might also be FTDP garbage of modern. Probably that. Yeah, probably I should go through the packages as, again, win-win-win situation. For example, going through the packages and changing as many FTP to HTTP, because even some browsers stop support for that. And I hope soon this is relatively quickly, as after we done this manual thing. Maybe can we MKS? Probably we can't. And so what this would require, we mostly only need this for macOS and maybe some other BSD, to have a script of downloading the 4 most vital things and building them in a loop or something, just like some bootstrapping glue. I mean, users could do this manually, but even for me, it's like, yeah, I don't want to do this manually. It would of course be nice. Automation is king, previous videos, so would certainly be nice if the computer does that. How can a console be that broken? Server something. Insecure, give me a file, maybe, whatever. mktemp, no, that is not looking. Engines not found. Anyway, sorry. So that's the net. What is this also not? Why is that standard also not coming down the curl? What have we loaded there? Set standard archive of why? This is probably location -L. Let's hope curl pauses that at the end. I'm also not sure if this are generated on the fly potentially. Not sure if they are cached. Maybe they are. Maybe they clear this cache, whatever. So tar, sed, and then we start with the automation GNU-org sed, and yeah, let's do the vital stuff here. Or does it have a? Let's just run make and hope for the best. Anyway, yeah, welcome everyone. Here, just also now we have some drop frames that didn't last long. I also wanted to just test. Yeah, I have to say, so this is of course, and as you see, it's not also permission denied. We probably want to do this as sudo bash. But yeah, certainly not fair to compare latest and greatest Apple M1 silicon with this aging Intel Core i7 Retina MacBook Pro, but one has to say, comparing this 7-year-old machine, the new one is certainly snappier, in case you were wondering. Wow, so much to, yeah, can't. Again, also, why do I do this random streams? I would need to quickly do it anyway, because I need Subversion to actually work. But also testing, testing here, how broken this is. Pretty broken. So that's the nut. What else? This was SED. And yeah, this is a little bit, I wonder, I mean, yeah, deleting vintage and retro stuff, but for Apple shipping Subversion for a decade, for 10 years, not really. I think a lot of companies, not necessarily, probably 50-60% using Git. I'm pretty sure 40-50% use Subversion, but leave in the comments below. But of course, it's also more. For example, for virtualization on the Mac, M1 Mac, I continued at home just for the fun, emerging a couple of more stuff with the T2 infrastructure. for homebrew kind of open source site loading, for example for QEMU, if you want to run Alexander Graf's virtualization stuff. So certainly it's much nicer to build some stuff like QEMU with some automation here. And last but not least, GNU.org. And then probably we need mktemp. But as I said in the previous video, what would be a recommended packaging format? It's of course App Store or not. Alright, actually could also improve that. Oops. Is this, by the way, where would be the... You can find it there. What, SourceForge? Seriously? Somehow this looks pretty garbage. I wanted... hello. Distribution App Store aside, or actually maybe I should be as evil as putting, placing Subversion like, as the only question is, of course this App Store is more for UI applications, maybe you, as that is also yeah, if there would only be an App Store, of course right now there is also more stuff, but distribution App Stores, of course, not only, well, with all the problems, not even made for command line tools. Even if I wanted to piggyback on other open source developers stuff and just distribute it in the App Store for developers' convenience, probably not even easily possible. Yeah, so this download somehow... I probably should actually check. Do we still build this as part? This is also the win-win-win situation. Double checking, target, generic package selection. Yeah, mktemp, we actually built this. I wonder, do we disable this in... Actually, no procs there, we disable that here. So maybe it would be worth checking, just streamlining our T2 probably doesn't make sense to ship there some somewhat oldish version. We could actually, so much to win-win, just also using this for your other systems. Noticing other details that otherwise you, of course, you do this 15 years ago and then never look back. mktemp, I wanted to check the download. Is this still public something? It looks actually that it could download. Why does it not download? Did not, advanced, whatever. Where is, can we not, YOLO, whatever, where is, nothing you can do to the right, notify, can we not, YOLO, whatever, where is it, did they remove, can we not, YOLO, whatever, continue? Yeah. Was there HTTP or do they... Look here, there is a... Let's see if that still works. Just to get rid of phasing out file transport protocol. Maybe this downloaded something. No. Moved permanently. Nah, thank you very much. How did I previously get this? Maybe previously I download mktemp and got this from our mirrors. Huh, probably this is how we did it last time. now that we have some. This is also how we could do this bootstrap stuff. Oh, welcome, by the way. Yeah, I said this before, that I could clean that up and use that. Probably like 15 years ago, it might not have all the options. We might have used some exotic options. But also for bootstrapping, probably if we would want to make this more permanently for other people to use, maybe it would actually be not too bad of an idea to use that instead of replacing all the copy move whatnot in macOS. Anyway, so download mirror mktemp. What does it? This. But we have set unstandard v set. And so this is also, so then we get also, although it doesn't make the ISO much smaller, replacing one with the other, but maybe it solves some security issues or bugs. Anyway, so I guess we have everything. The last time we did this for ARM, we YOLO'd here was it here? Parse, hello? Parse, no. Arch test something. We overwrote this here to that. Actually, right now I'm not running that, so that probably should be that. And Arch machine, what have we done there? What does Arch say? What does it say? i386, that is hilarious. macOS, so it's you get the idea. Nothing much amazing here, mostly some pretty UI on top of some old-fashioned Moth and BSD stuff. Alright, we name this dash because underscore is so annoying. Let's see if, what does even, we could check what it, what does this wait a second, it does 386. Okay. What, that is a little bit surprising. Should be better. This is super inconvenient. Obviously, I didn't even notice it for a decade or so. Why does this not? I mean, we could build. This is. Let's see what does happen when we misc archive hello and file this. No, this is x86-60 _64. That is super strange. To be honest, maybe we. This is so hilarious. Maybe we YOLO that shortly to i386 because I have the feeling this might break all the configure scripts otherwise. Because why should stuff on macOS be amazing? Let's just see what happens. So then let's, I guess, try test building a package like, so what did we do the last time? Alright, not maybe, definitely, find utils, forgot about that. But so we can basically build like some of, maybe let's try building find utils just because otherwise we don't have the find thing. Yeah, this we need to fix this here with updating find utils. Also we didn't download this. Does emerge work like? I think the last time we used emerge depths. The difference is the one is the backend and the other is, is it verbose or VR? It is. What did I want to say? Anyway, yeah, so to some people's surprise, at least M1 way faster than a 6-year-old. This is also at least coupe counting and cheapskating here, paying a little bit off of not buying a new Mac in 7 years because all the failing thermally throttling and anyway not the most amazing Intel Silicon would just stack up here. So I think this is my newest Mac, 7 years old, Retina MacBook Pro. And yeah, M1 felt definitely faster building this stuff. You can compare with the previous videos. So yeah, some people quite liked it. This video was quite a bit watched. And somewhat, this is also the fun stuff. Sometimes you do random videos and people appreciate it more than you think. And I ask you, so what is it? Yeah, actually some people, well, 75 people voted useful, would use it. Not too many. I mean, this certainly would be cool if more people use it, but yeah. Of course, some people said, nah, don't need, probably because macOS like, yeah, running Linux, I guess. But by the way, this is because this is a multi-line. No, it doesn't. Yeah, printout here is a little bit. Anyway, maybe this is actually a pretty good opportunity to a win-win-win-win-win situation of having people use this and wise, by the way, and making T2 better. So, by the way, this is my primary console. So what we need is actually APR util, then so there it starts. So unfortunately, due to the stupid build systems, Surf needs, I think, scons, and that needs Python. So due to that, this becomes rather error prone, as you've seen the last time. Let's see how this stacks up. Let's also, where are my, also yeah, there is something already, find, whatever, Python. So we of course need, you know what, this is also, I had a symlink here. So var of symlink user local var to here. This might be a reason why some of this stuff errors out. Let's try that again. And while at it, we can obviously make T2 better. So we could try to remove, by the way, we probably should check. Also, is it not amazing combining here, using the same build infrastructure on download? Why did we not download this? Download check, what? Why? Maybe this is xset. But the good thing is probably xset does it, by the way. Xset Python, yeah, this, thankfully. We could, by the way, document this here if you want to use starting that, so that I don't need to remember this details each time. To bootstrap would be like that. Let's see how that is going. And first of all, generic packet selection. Do we have here some? We have here some leftovers. ICU GTK of Ccache. Yeah, also I removed CVS because I don't need, never used that old-fashioned stuff. Yeah, okay, we could, as we have here already some random stuff. Let's continue with random stuff. Okay, temp. And also our benchmark. Of course, we can leave it as a package just in case if you want to have this independently, although it's a little bit outdated, but whatever. And then we could, in core utils, conditionalize this simply, core utils, so that for compatibility, it's always nice if stuff keeps working, so that package installed mktemp or var append comma separated mktemp. That probably should work. And then I only would need to test if it actually really keeps working. So that would be building core utils to fully test this. Also, I think I have, yeah, of course, a typo there. And also 7.7 core functions. Why does this not work? Ah, this is a bad substitution because it needs a variable. Here, no procs. Let's try that again. So yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you have a nice day and stay healthy. Welcome you to this random IT channel, the stuff you do when you run your own stuff. So except, so this check some download is stopped here because we still had this file. Let's try this again without exec to continue with Python. So this was just not exec there, and again maybe I try to substitute all of this stuff in the future to just gzip and preferably non-FTP downloads. So then we also want to release this ISOs. I still haven't fixed something on the server in regards of reinstalling some VM and having a distributed storage stuff. 30 jobs, yes, this is, it seems you're trying to compile with 30 jobs. Yes, of course. So this is Horizon and this is, so this should only be like 8. So this, we have here 2, this is the, too many terminals, right? So this 30 is, yeah, this is a 30. Now also a fun fact, not only AMD Radeon, but AMD Ryzen, not even listed at most retailers in Germany. The latest 6800 and Ryzen 5950. Total hilarious, right? Even if I wanted a 5950X here to upgrade this a little bit, 20% or so performance, it's like, yeah, it's not even listed so much to paper launch. So to fully test this, we can wipe here our clean build. Let's redo the whole x86 thing because we finally want to release this. And I will probably also stick, I should have this, I had a pretty good Spark ISO some months ago, and someone on Twitter even asked me, hey, can I have this ISO? It's like, yeah, we have hopefully next week. It's like, hopefully next week, and then 1 month later. I'm really sorry for that. But I probably should stick to my own recommendations and stuff here. To, in the future, if we tested something and it's like 99% tested and working, actually feed this to the download mirror infrastructure stuff and have people playing along, probably we would have already doubled our T2 users the last month or two if I would have published all the ISOs. So what I want to test now is, let's see that this fully built. I need to fully rebuild this anyway because too many updates. Temp also best typo. So this is unselected, so that the next, this full rebuild, again, I could have just selectively uninstalled this, but a full rebuild is always good to test all the latest and greatest. By the way, how many 0 job frames? Yeah, somehow maybe I need to change my live streaming hours here because just due to the brokenness of DOCSIS in usually like working half day and half day baby daycare here and stuff, and then doing some after work live streaming doesn't scale the most in this pandemic times with the neighbors fully loading the shared DOCSIS cable here or so, I guess, because as you see at business hours with less people watching there, video is much better. Much better bandwidth. Not amazing, only 3 something, but hey, 0 drop frames. Well, not in the beginning, but not right now with just 3 embed. I mean, yeah, not totally amazing, but at least workable. Anyway, so yeah, this unfortunately takes a while. I could already commit this. I expect that probably should work, or you know what? Yeah, we have probably the 10 minutes. Is it 10 minutes? Maybe 15. And so too many 2 minutes. So this is the Python. Yeah, use local that is installing. What did we had last time? Python, and then he's doing some. So this is expected here. We would need to YOLO here some stuff, profile D stuff. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's not there. Let's see, what does APR do? Apache portable runtime. But yeah, what else did we have to do? Maybe I actually should do the same on a BSD, like maybe Dragonfly or something. What else do we have here? Just to think here, what are the similarities, what are differences? Scripts commit. Anything else? None. Maybe this actually, I took a quick look. I didn't see it on the first glance. Would need to check, but maybe this is only for NSS or so. Actually, maybe we could take a look at that because that is a lightweight thing. What else? Wayland, manual desktop, maybe PAM, password quality, something. What is it? Python hosted? Right, this was it. What else do we? Grub. Actually, we could theoretically. Yeah, we have there quite some stuff that we could do in parallel. So what is building here? APR. So APR is building. So the biggest thing is then scons. I mean, but this is also the thing. Automation. The last thing, it took me 6 hours to go through. So certainly we have adapted quite some scripts also of checksum. Probably we actually could start committing some of this stuff. As the only thing is like selectively. Actually, you know what? Could we? Let's check. Like it could always break something. We had this some selectively, like if char whatever checksum doesn't exist, then use other like char program names of macOS fame here. Let's see MD5 of let's function. So this looks like that. Let's see if the macOS output is exactly the same. What control? Hello. Don't tell me the Mac fall asleep. So yeah, it looks like macOS does not have any additional provisioning of secure shell users still logged in. So yeah, MD5 is not a thing. Yeah, so the syntax is a little bit, the output is a little bit different. That is super stupid. Does it have MD5? Do they have here? Built-in time trial, built-in test script. What is a string of printed checksum? What are this? Is checksum of string? Is this the same? This is the same format. Amazing. Fun stuff. The more you use, the more you test. The Graver asks to try to make an alternative to Brew. Yeah, so the thing, as I said in the previous video, we did this on the ARM Mac where I needed Subversion. So basically now I need Subversion on my Intel Mac. As I said in the beginning, accidentally clicked on Xcode update because why not the latest Xcode? And then I forgot that this, of course it removed the already installed Subversion because in an 8 GB or so download of Xcode, they can't put Subversion in anymore. And so yeah, when I have already my own scripts here, why not use the same on macOS and BSD and stuff? And certainly I trust this more. And again, win-win-win situation. The more if I work with other Brew stuff, I would need to fix and patch that. Actually, we had to patch a couple of stuff on the ARM Mac for OpenSSL. Right, we need OpenSSL. You know what, let's, and yeah, so win-win-win situation. And when I already spent, I probably would, this Brew might also not have just worked with the ARM Mac. And then instead of spending my time on other people's stuff, like, yeah, of course we make our own stuff better. And yeah, whatever. And certainly spread awareness, PR, it's as visual with this YouTube stuff, certainly interest picked significantly up. So here's SCons, somehow why did this not build? Also, let's add this here to the to-do. We need OpenSSL. And beside from this, let's quickly, as usual, my famous last words. Let's MD5 some so that we would have, where is it? Here's MD5 some of, where do we have this package checksum? Yeah, we have a couple of places. Here's, what is that, package checksum? How did we do this in, did we use type? Let's see. That was in, or let's just grab for any type here. In here we also have some type. Where would be the checksum? Was the checksum in, or maybe it was also in create checksum patch, probably. Is it type or, here type. If not type def null, then, so we would have the same here. If not type MD5, some also, should we use a variable already? We could make here local MD, does it's in a function, does it? Yeah, not sure if it works like this, but because local only works in shell, bash only works in functions, but not sure with this. Why do we even do this here? This sub process, not sure. We could call this MD5 equals MD5 sum, and then if type, or you know what, MD5 sum, let's keep it like that. Then MD5 sum equals MD5-R for macOS. Obviously, actually, we could also, let's leave it like this. Doesn't matter. And then, wait a second, MD5. So, just to start to get rid of some, which is my. Just to get rid of some error and warning printouts there. And 9, that was, what did fail? I think Zerf failed for scons, and scons failed with, what is going on here? No such file or directory. Why? Not entirely clear to me. Maybe it is, did we build util? I'm not Actually, I have my... Why is that source scons 13 scons? Ah, this, why is this in what? Why is this capital versus this is some case sensitive. I think on my main Mac I have thanks for that. So maybe I just like other people working, you know, this Hector Martin, you going through the press before you even start. So Patreon, as much as I appreciate this, but it's of course a little bit hilarious going through the press. Hacker works on Apple M1 and when he didn't even order it, he probably just ordered it yesterday or something. So he doesn't even have it, he just ordered it, probably gets it in December 20th or something, but the media is already, Hacker works on ARM and M1 stuff for Linux, like, yeah, thank you very much. Why would that though? I'm not, that is a little bit, so this worked maybe accidentally on the ARM Mac. Not really sure why it doesn't work here though. That is a little bit strange. Maybe I should similar. I wanted to say maybe I should similar to him notify the press of T2 working on ARM Macs. Just for the PR of it. This is actually how you get famous and stuff. Why would this? So this is running. Let's see the log of that. What is it doing? Fixing, change own. Why is this not correctly? Why is this exhausted? You know what? Maybe this. Why is this not in correct case? That is hilarious. And I think it, well, on the ARM Mac, again, on the ARM Mac, it accidentally worked with maybe some shell substitution, doesn't work. Qatar sort, I think it's here, it gets this from cutting this untar. But why is this empty? Or maybe this doesn't work. Maybe we maybe this doesn't work due to the BSD tar. Extraction, something, so tar v. Why does this not result in any output? I mean, we could probably. Or is it, wait a second, is it tar or zip? Oh, it's tar. Well, we could, for a quick workaround, probably emerge the GNU tar because before we spend too much time on that. See if that fixes the thing. But yeah, probably, I mean, this is also how certainly Elon Musk and the more clickbait and PR and advertising and pooping around there on Twitter, the more successful and fan base, and so yeah, probably that was always a strategic mistake of always similar to our ISO release process of always perfecting it. At the end of the day, for a month we don't have an ISO because there's always one more thing. Maybe I should just become a little bit more marketing businessman like that and hammer out a press release and distribute it to the... And certainly it helps with DistroWatch, right? If I want to automate this and probably quarterly, because with this build process, we build it anyway here, quarterly T2 Linux releases certainly dramatically helps with awareness on the things like DistroWatch and Phoronix and stuff, and get some media attention. Yeah, ironically, we get the same warning of -S here that we get when we build our Linux with Clang. Also, right, this is, where did this install to eval user bin install? No, this, yeah, again, recurring theme here. Would need to be some quirks of non-system, non/bin/user. Touching. Let's see if this tarsing fixes scons with extracting this and verbose outputting that. Maybe the BSD tar doesn't verbose output like GNU tar because yeah, that fixed it. So yeah, so much to verbose tarsing. So emerge. What else? So not force. Let's see. I think APR we built. Yeah. This is somehow. Some tiny, did this really build? Oh, this really built. So we have left, I think, Zerf scons we just built, I think, so Zerf OpenSSL and subversion. And yeah, Zerf we probably should manual emerge deps none, I think that didn't build yet. For Surf. Somehow. I think I should streamline some force versus def versus whatever, but the problem is, of course, as much as I criticize OpenSSL, this one's OpenSSL, and let's build that here. As much as I criticize other stuff for breaking stuff, if we would like bring this option stuff for more established standards, then we would have exactly that incompatibility that I usually don't like at others. Did I even, you know what, I think I hard-coded there some ARM thing. I think I had here, yeah. Let's make this at least Arch or something. I'm not sure if x86, at least that has a chance to work. I have the feeling it might not work due to the insanity of Apple using i386. It's hilarious. Yeah, docs at the middle of the day, still not amazing. 3 Mbit and still YouTube complaining. But at least 0 drop frames, which YouTube is not receiving enough. Maintain smooth playback, experience buffering. No. That's what you get for garbage docs with shared media cable stuff. What? Yeah, maybe I Control-C that stupidly. That happens sometimes when you do too much stuff multitasking in parallel. And maybe also sometimes this macOS stuff is a little bit strangely behaving with Control-Z. I think I pressed the Control-Z and something and then it didn't resume or so. So maybe this was half a file or something with Control-Z. Sometimes this stuff behaves a little bit, yeah. So this time it was much faster. How long are we streaming? Yeah, probably just an hour. I think. So yeah, this arch thing is clearly not correct. Let's see what other variable we have there. I said already this probably will not work, and it didn't work. We have here arch machine, obviously. I mean, arch machine has a chance of working. Oops. Because again, I have no idea. This is a little bit fishy here in i386. You really wonder why Apple used i386 in 2006. Here is i386. This is interesting. Let's see. Somehow this still didn't go completely through. I mean, I think oh, wait a second. We overwrote this actually. So much to that. But somehow what is happening there? Somehow it's not building. Ah, here's a list. Maybe it's, what does it have here in Darwin? So it has Darwin. Actually, where is it? It actually has x86_64, which probably, yeah, is the same thing. Not sure if we can. Let's try for a test what happens if we remove that here, our override. This probably could build OpenSSL, but let's see how the rest behaves. Did I build this with verbose? Maybe not. Also coffee. Yeah, I probably should resort more often to use verbose here to have a more interesting matrix like scrolling by thing. Anyway, yeah, so after automation, after the last time 6 hours going through here, this time only 1 hour, I think we probably should be there in a moment. And yeah, leave in the comments below what you think about this. Previously on this channel, people already voted quite a bit for could be useful. Probably, you know what, for the sake of total PR stuff, probably hey, and this build. So let's see what happens. In the sake of total PR stuff, I should probably do some PR just for the sake of it. Let's see. You need to randomly try. I had anyways a problem that historically the TRT2 news were not picked up that often. And do we have verbose? I don't know such package. Ah shit, I didn't want to build what? Surf. I didn't want to build surf. I wanted to build surf, not OpenSSL, surf and subversion. So any PR probably is a good thing, so probably should do that. Hey, we built surf is so close. So yeah, from 6 hours to 1, that is certainly already a nice reduction. And if we automate a lot of stuff, this should of course be a 10-15 minute thing of emerging that from source. But yeah, a little bit cleanup is necessary, and then that should theoretically just work. UTF-8 proc. Usually this would of course use dependencies. Ah shit, it's rebuilding that. But we can't use it because it's not a T2 based system, so it would build even more. UTF-8 processing. Yeah, if that would be a little bit more polished and if a 10-minute emerge would probably be cool. For QEMU, there are a couple of more things with the ARM Mac. First of all, I wasn't entirely sure whether we need to have GTK plus, but there you also see why you want to automate this, right? You don't want to sit a whole day. If you build 100 packages with GTK plus, you have package config, glib, GTK pixbuff, ATK, Pango, Cairo, a little bit stuff I've already done on the ARM Mac. I could still not get GTK plus to build. However, QEMU however did not run. I need to check with Alexander Graf's note there. Maybe you need, because it compiled, but when it runs it, QEMU said couldn't allocate translation buffer or something. Probably some memory pages that are executable. SASL 2. Oh, wait a second, did we not? But yeah, this is the sandbox stuff, right? You build your stuff on your own Mac and the stuff doesn't work because OS doesn't give you allocation stuff. By the way, this SASL 2, I think we had this. I'm not really sure why. Or did we? Was this? All right, so this is re-downloaded. This is why I probably have run SVN up. But this will be the next thing. I think we have only Subversion left. This will be the next thing. Alright, I don't have a nice to-do here of that already. Change our package of not patch SASL 2. This is a relatively simple thing of just deleting a handful of patches. And because then we probably did this at 10 years ago for as so often with the transitioning times, so that both packages build of SASL versus SASL 1 versus SASL 2. But nowadays, yeah, win-win-win cleaning this up. It's always nicer to just build this stuff in T2, because so far for a decade we had to patch all the packages with some path prefix there, stuff that Fedora and Debian also do at times. But again, not only do I want to keep patches down, patch as little as possible, as vanilla as possible, but also with building on other systems. Otherwise it becomes a nightmare if we would need, certainly we could do, and we sometimes will have to do, but the least custom OS patches, conditional patches of macOS versus BSD versus Linux and stuff, supporting also, by the way, the fans non-existing, and at times at Apple M1 hardware already go into a Core i7 overheating, thermal throttling Mac mode. But yeah, this was pretty good. I would say 1 hour, not too bad. What do we have there of? I guess it's 1 hour and installing. So yeah, this was relatively, of course it still needs some bootstrapping cleanup and some other cleanup, but we're getting there. It's getting increasingly better. We also now should have var ADM MD5 some. Let's see, do we have here, wait a second, this is wrong though. I think some MD5 some, so this is clearly a sort. Was it here of MD5 some? MD5, did we not MD5R? Why does this not MD5 some? What is wrong here? MD5 some. The good thing is with this conditional stuff, it would also work if you emerge other MD5 some stuff into your system. This would conditionally. Otherwise, if we hardcode this on macOS, then if you install other MD5 utilities, it wouldn't necessarily work anymore. So, but what is, why is this not working? MD5 some, MD5 some. I think this should work. Why does it? Oh, wait a second. This is the wrong thing here. We have this for sure. Let's copy that. Here we have build package MD5 check. Why do we have, but on Linux we don't have MD5 on Linux, do we? No, command not found. The good thing is now we can, also this rusting will not build, I know it's rebuild x86, I still have to, another day as mentioned, rework our bootstrap stages for ID unlock, 0 rust, we do this later and similar, whatever, target. So this, but why does it say what? Why does it say image not found? I didn't hit this on the ARM. Is that now? Is this some 32 versus? Oh, wait a second. This is why. We would also need to sort that. No, it works. We probably better make it to do for that of basically this could be as simple as disable multilib 64 by default. I would also technically it's not entirely correct. It theoretically tests multilib a little bit, but yeah. So this is running an old, so this is ARM Mac, probably SVN info we can, so the problem is I copied that over from the ARM Mac, so who will source tarball here. But yeah, amazing stuff of SQLite, amazing compatibility stuff, right? Probably the easiest is SVN info. I probably yeah, that doesn't shit. We could, of course, so much stuff. Maybe we could work around this with custom build MZ and of course we have a newer SQLite in T2. Let's test if that updating that fixes the thing. Yeah, the stupid shared file. Also need to fix that another day. Probably have to rebuild subversion, maybe this, because otherwise I would need to fill around more of manual moving files back and forth. It's not worth the hassle. I slightly wonder, is that it's not doing an amalgamated build though, which may or may not be preferable. I wonder if this SQLite, the newer SQLite, will be compatible with whatever Apple had built, binary format wise by default. Can we finish? So yeah, so much to Intel Core i7 from 7 years ago. Didn't really cut it back in the day, and certainly cuts it less even today. Come. Let's in parallel do MD5 some. We were not done with that, so I slightly wonder, did we modify that or probably we did modify that, I would guess, because otherwise here is check. What else do we have here? We have Xarc, so probably creating MD. So the issue is we need right Xarc. How does Xarc-air, does this work? So we would need basically, do we still have this in the copy? No, we don't. Which was download. No, not download. Functions, was it functions in? No, it was functions in. Let's copy that. I'm just not sure. Does it work? Xarc-r, does it work with additional arcs here? Like, what do we have? Certainly don't have ls CPU, do we? nproc also not. Let's just set Xarc's echo. Maybe it works. Utility arguments, yeah, okay, that is supposed to work. It will, however, let's control C that because we modified the script, there is a chance that this will error out due to modifying the script while it's run. Sometimes if it's directly mapped with mmap, I had this issue already, even in Linux, that then you get syntax errors because it continues parsing with some offset due to that being changed there in memory. So in this build here on the Ryzen, on the native Linux side, we will see in a minute, hopefully with this core utils, whether that installs mktemp. I hope this is compatible enough. It was mk. Did I say mktemp? Not sure what I said. But yeah, still, okay, this is a little bit extra stuff of, yeah, this is a little bit over 1 hour, but yeah, of course, users would have this a little bit more polished. This is the difference between doing the developer doing it first 6 hours, doing it second time 1 hour, and developers, it's like fully automated 50 minutes. Maybe, of course, there is still a long way to go polishing this, like removing T2 Linux systems, but nothing that couldn't be done. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. As usual, leave in the comments below what you think. We probably end this live stream here in momentarily when I can continue with my supporting my customers with this failing Mac stuff. Yeah, build time between a Core i7 mobile parts there and like, yeah, Ryzen or Apple M1. So let's see, does it SVNST? Hey, that works, yay, latest SQLite, compatible enough. So delete here some stuff, SED. Always need to be careful not to with this asterisk, not to delete everything. Also scripts cleanup. So yeah, 1 hour, a little bit plus, but not too bad. Again, next time will be even smoother. Now that we documented even more. Let's delete here all the stuff we don't need. The changes, of course, yeah, quite some. So this is all the stuff partially. Also, yeah, Cairo has some mutex stuff of macOS. Not really sure what's up with that. It does probably still not really work despite that. So this is all the stuff we still have locally modified. Still need to do some stuff there. So there are some big things missing. The big things. Let's see the big things of we should have a better file list, file modification tracking. We use preloads. The question is, can we use dtrace or something? And also the shell bash lua acceleration plugin thing, but these are at least and then of course all the something of that sort. Anyway, not too bad. At least we have Subversion here again for us to work, and oops, not that. I hope that was the right thing. So yeah, theoretically some stuff I could start committing, like some surf stuff and whatnot. And maybe this Hazel stuff, I removed this already. So core utils are we here, and then we end this stream with, hey, 0 drop frames in the middle of the day with only 2.75 Mbit. That was Cairo core. Core utils not yet built. Bin utils probably should be any next. Let's also SVN up, maybe data updated. No, data didn't update something in the meantime. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you learned something. Among other things, that stuff on macOS is not always amazing, like uname. I386. Actually, wait a second. Why does it say? Did it not say, is this now another uname? Did it not say, or was it Arch? Arch, this is interesting. Wait a second, Arch says 386 and uname says x86-64. What the heck? Anyway, macOS inconsistencies and other fine stuff. That's it for this video. Do we have core utils here? No. When does core utils come here? Do we have grep core or less config x86 core utils comes at also maybe we should grep x. So what else do we have there? Yeah, there are actually quite some MPFR, quite some packages before that. We have GCC now, so this is here. So here actually core utils. Yeah, probably not worth to wait 20 minutes for that test build. That's it for this video. As usual, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Have a good day, stay healthy, and hope to see you soon for all the next videos and live streams to come.